Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Sinuanet, a peace deal between the United States and Iran remains difficult to achieve as a deadline imposed by U.S. President Donald Trump for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz approaches. Trump has threatened to destroy Iranian bridges and power plants if an agreement isn't reached by Tuesday night. Iran is reportedly pushing for a permanent ceasefire with assurances against future U.S. or Israeli attacks, expressing skepticism over the reliability of U.S. promises, especially given continued U.S. airstrikes during ongoing negotiations and past instances where the U.S. did not prevent Israeli strikes despite ceasefires. The critical Strait of Hormuz, closed by Iran after late February attacks, is a major sticking point. The U.S. demands its immediate reopening, while Iran links it to compensation for war damages. Trump has also suggested imposing tolls on vessels using the strait. Furthermore, long-standing disputes over Iran's nuclear program and recent strikes, which Iran deems war crimes for targeting civilian infrastructure beyond nuclear facilities, inflict significant economic damage, complicating efforts to reach a lasting agreement. Ukraine's Armed Forces Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky announced on April 6 that Ukrainian forces have regained control of 480 square kilometers of territory along the southeastern and eastern fronts since late January. This includes 8 settlements in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast and 4 in Zaporizhzhia Oblast. Despite these gains, Syrsky cautioned that Russian forces have not abandoned their plans for a spring offensive. He revealed that Russia is currently reorganizing its existing personnel and equipment, aiming to seize more Ukrainian territory and establish a buffer zone in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. This news comes from Sing Teo, Her Hard, O Kest and Dat and Viter, War Godstor. Al Jazeera reports on the severe energy crisis engulfing Africa due to the ongoing Iran war. African nations, heavily reliant on oil and gas imports from the Middle East, are experiencing significant disruptions as supplies are bottlenecked near the closed Strait of Hormuz. Countries such as Kenya, Ethiopia, and Zambia are already facing acute shortages. While Nigeria's largest oil refinery is operating at maximum capacity, its output is far from sufficient to meet the continent's overall energy demands. This situation is exacerbated by years of chronic underinvestment in Africa's energy infrastructure. The article raises a crucial question. What immediate and long-term strategies can African governments implement to effectively manage and mitigate this escalating crisis? According to Sinuanet, China's recent Qingming Festival holiday, extended by new spring breaks for students, revealed significant economic vitality through robust consumption. The holiday, from April 4 to 6, saw a surge in visitor numbers at cultural sites like Nishan Sacred Land and Luyuan, driven by a boom in family and parent-child travel. Data from platforms like Qunar and Fliggy showed increased long-distance journeys, a 70% jump in air passengers aged 13 to 18, and considerable growth in domestic hotel and scenic spot bookings. Analysts note that extended breaks offer greater travel flexibility, making the tourism market's first spring peak possible. Consumers are increasingly seeking upgraded, immersive experiences beyond traditional sightseeing, such as digital technology centers in Xi'an and intangible cultural heritage activities. This shift is fueling robust service consumption, which grew 5.6% year-on-year in the first 2 months of 2026, outpacing goods retail. Service consumption, a key driver of domestic demand, is projected to account for 55 to 60% of total household consumption by 2030. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.